Guys, welcome back to the channel and to another video. Yes, it is mid-January already. I'm a bit late in wishing everybody, but I'd like to wish you all a very prosperous 2024 that lies ahead of us, and all of the best to everybody. I'd like to also thank people for watching my videos and those who have subscribed. Those who's watching my videos for the first time, please consider subscribing. It's just a matter of pressing the button and the notification bell if you want to watch, or if you want to be notified when I put any new videos on. For 2024, I have quite an eventful year ahead as far as videos go. If I'm spared to do them, capture them for you. Besides my bread and butter work, which is the balancing aspect, which I will be posting videos, I have all these other things in the background that I'll be busy with, and I'll be showing you guys what I'm up to. And hopefully, like I've always said in the past, hopefully you guys can learn something from my videos, and yeah, see my videos as being somewhat useful. Well, anyway, in today's video, I want to make a set of trolley, I don't know what you call it, wheel trolleys or vehicle trolleys or something like that, because I'm having issues. I've always had issues in the past of moving my vehicles around in this relatively confined space. It's not as confined, but I mean, once it starts filling up with the vehicles, it becomes confined, and once it starts filling up with all the other stuff, it becomes confined. And especially if the vehicles don't have any engines in and it can't move around, then I can put them on these trolleys and just wheel them about. So let me just show you what I'm working with. So we have this space here. Obviously, if a vehicle parks here, it should be mobile for me to push it out. Then we're left with this space over here. So this is actually another addition to my fleet. There will be some videos that I'll be posting on this vehicle that I have acquired. There's some work to be done to this vehicle, which I will show, which is like the common errors on this vehicle, and some body work that needs to be done. So anyway, so this is the vehicles that needs to be moved around in like this type of space that I'm standing in here now. And in order for me to do that, I purchased some of these. So I purchased actually 20 odd of these things. I can't exactly tell you how much, maybe 26 of these caster wheels. 16 of them will be used for the trolley jacks, and the other will be used for the rotisserie that I'm going to build. And then also I have this length of 32 square tubing, 32 mil by 1.6 mil square tubing that I'm going to use for these jacks. So I have my concerns about the square tubing being 1.6 wall thickness. I hope they can carry the weight. The wheels will definitely carry the weight, that's for sure, because they're quite bulky and big. But my intention is to reinforce the jacks. I think to reinforce the trolleys so that it could carry the weight. But I'm sure it will, because it should be able to carry. It should carry a vehicle with its engine. In other words, a complete vehicle, which actually weighs a good few 1.6, 1.4 tons. So it will be put to the test, and you'll see it live on my channel whether it passes the test or not. But let me show you what my idea is of these trolleys. Okay, so because the wheels are relatively big, the casters are relatively big, generally one would probably have a frame like that, you know. This is just me doing a rough drawing, and your caster wheels like there, you know, something to that effect. But because mine is relatively tall, see, the others are quite small, actually small wheels. I've noticed, like if you Google them and stuff like that. Because mine is relatively tall, my intention is to countersink them, something like that. And then of course the wheels fit in here like that. Now a lot is actually like this, including the ones with the smaller wheels, but I mean mine is relatively big, so it would be something to that effect. And I'll obviously brace this this frame up in order not for this to cave in this way once the weight of the car is on it there, you know. So I'll probably brace it across here, you know. I haven't worked out my sizes, I haven't worked out any real design, but this is basically what I have in mind, something like that. And like I said, we'll put it to the test and see if it works. So these casters that I have, you can see they have a total height of about 120 millimeters, including that. So mine must be about 3/4 way up the wheel, I would think. So mine will probably be about 70 millimeter, you know, around about there, like in the frame, like countersunk in the frame. Start cutting that steel. Okay, so I had the steel actually for a while, hence the surface rust. But it's not rotten, it's just got surface rust on. I'll like grind it off and I'll put, you know, the anti-rust paint and stuff on, because I mean at the end of the day this is not really going to get wet, so it won't really rust away. But what my first move is, I'm going to measure my 500s, my how many 500s there? There's 4 legs, my 8 500 pieces, which will be the top section. And when I say top section, I mean this section here, because what I think the best for me is to have a solid piece running across. That might be the strongest, and then I will weld in the drop area like that onto it. Alright, so that's all cut. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make the holes here for the bolts on each one, 2 holes, and I think I'll take some of the surface rust off as well. So I'm just going to mark it. Okay, so this is all the doubler plates. This is all cleaned up now, all that surface rust. Obviously there'll be that little brown effect there, but that's nothing. I'll put on like a rust paint on here, you know, anti-rust paint, NS4 paint on there. That I'm not going to weld onto this now. The reason being, it sticks out. It's over the edges. I made it a bit wider than the actual tubing, simply because of this diameter of this thing. So it's more to support that than, you know, it's more for the support of the wheel. So my next thing is I'm going to start making the rest of it, this rest of the design that I drew on the table here. I'm going to do that now, and let's see how that comes out. Right, so I drew this out. This is basically what it's going to look like that. It's going to come down this way, that way, and that way. This is actually the depth that is going to be also. So this is almost like a template of what I actually need to make now. So I'm going to cut this steel out now, and get ready, and prepare to weld to this bar. Okay, so I cut it as you saw, and I bent it, and you can see it's falling more or less in line with my template that I drew on the table. A little bit off there, but I mean that's, I can just push it more here. Maybe it's just flexing a bit too much. That's just, I can always just push it back. But this, yeah, but this is basically the design. So now I must just cut it here, there, you know, in this side here, so that that could go on it like that, and then that must get welded to that. Like I said, I'll put in maybe one support or two supports here. I think I'll actually put in two supports here, and yeah, and then the big test. All right, let's carry on. Alright, so that's all cut now. Let's just lay that down in the template. It's looking actually quite close. It'll come down like that. So there we go. Yeah. So that's how this is going to be sitting. Something like that. And like I said, I'm going to put two vertical supports here. And as you well know, this wheel is going to go round about there somewhere. And as you can see, when you turn it the other way around, she will clear this section here. So I must make this hole at the right spot. Otherwise, when this trolley turns, this will foul against this. I'm going to just get this position right on top here. But I think I got that sorted out. So anyway, so this is the basic design. Okay guys, I'm going to end this video here. To be honest, I really thought I could squeeze more into this video. What my intention was not to have a second part of this wheel trolley thing, but to be honest, if I had squeezed everything into this one video, you would have actually missed so lot of things, and you would have just seen, wow, this is welded up now, or wow, this is cut now. So yeah, so I guess a part 2 is needed. So anyway, so this is where I'm ending it. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and comment. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell not to miss out on part 2. And I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers for now.